Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys. Hugs. Alright, so lately my energy has been really low. I doubt I'm the only one, but I have been really wanting to do a reading lately. Yesterday was International Lolita Day. I wanted to dress up and do one yesterday, but this whole weekend has been I've been just so exhausted. I've been having a lot of vivid dreams lately, but I just can't stay asleep, so my energy level has been pretty shitty. I have really been wanting to do a reading lately, as I mentioned, so today we're going to do one. I will be using this deck today. I've had this deck for a little while. This is the Wizard's Tarot, but it's my first time using it for you guys today. So I'm going to do a pick a pile reading today, but there's not going to be any objects or anything today, so please just go ahead and pick between the numbers 1, 2, and 3. Or 2 numbers or all 3 numbers, whatever you feel called to do. As always, information, disclaimers, and decks will be in the description box down below. If you're interested, then please have a look. If you've never watched a reading before, please at least read the disclaimers so you can have an idea of how it works. And just a little side note, I am excited to announce, it has been a little while already, but I have my business cards, and yeah, I just love the death card so much, so I wanted that to be a part of my business card, and some information here as well. But if you are interested in a tarot reading, please feel free to contact me and let me know. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. I have no clue what's going to come out today, but let's find out together. Alright, so if you picked pile 1, hello, this is your pile. I hope that all is well. Let's see what comes through today. Okay, let's see, it doesn't feel right. We have a card. We have the King of Curses in reverse. King of Curses. Curses in this deck, I believe, are cups. Let me just verify that. Curses are indeed cups, yes. Okay, so King of Cups in reverse. I heard like emotional baggage. Usually masculine energy is seen as being more active, more action-oriented, and less emotional or intuitive. That doesn't mean that if you're male or whatever you identify as that you're not. That's just kind of what people know masculine energy to be. With this here, I'm getting the feeling that there has been some difficulty with connecting between the masculine action-oriented kind of energy and emotional stability. I feel like if you are a masculine or a part of your masculine energy, because we all have both feminine and masculine within us, regardless of our sex or anything. I feel like there's been difficulty with emotional stability. And then we had 3 cards come out, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these for you. They're all facing up. So we have the 6 of curses, so the 6 of cups. We have strength, and we have the Queen of Cups, which is very interesting. As I mentioned, I have used this deck for myself personally already, so I have shuffled it pretty well already, and as you can tell, I was shuffling it for you as well. So pretty much all of the energy here, besides the Strength card, are Cups energy. But there is the King of Curses in reverse, and at the end there's the Queen of Curses upright. So again, I've been feeling this energy of a lack of emotional stability. To have this Queen of Curses in the way that it is making me think of being overly emotional to the point where it kind of drowns others, to the point where it becomes a problem to others, where you may be projecting. So I'm seeing the King of Curses, or the King of Cups, as the lack of emotional stability right now, and the Queen of Curses kind of reaffirming that with the imagery. But in the middle, we have here the 6 of Curses, so the 6 of Cups and Strength. So this is saying to find balance within yourself, to reunite with aspects of yourself, the feminine and the masculine, to find balance within that, and it will lead you to the strength that you have been seeking. You may have been struggling lately to find your inner strength when dealing with or handling emotionally difficult situations, or perhaps you've been doing some shadow work and it's been difficult for you to heal certain things of your past. I just heard like love spell. I don't recommend love spells if you're trying to make somebody fall in love with you. Personally, I don't agree with tampering with somebody's free will. If there's already love between you and somebody else, I don't see anything wrong with trying to enhance that love that's already there and working on that, but I never recommend doing love spells to make somebody love you. And some people have experienced doing love spells and end up with a stalker, for example. So I'm kind of getting this energy here. Perhaps there has been somebody, this may be a very specific message, that has done a love spell and it has backfired on you. Backfired in the way that this person is too clingy now, too assertive, or very, like, I don't know, maybe they're trying to blame you for certain things. Something's going on here. Let's see. Again, I don't recommend doing things like that personally. Again, I don't agree with messing with somebody's free will. If they don't love you already, then why are you going to want to force somebody to love you? Because then it's just going to be fake love, and that's not worth it. So I feel like somebody needed to hear that. Here with the Strength card, I really feel like you've been going through a lot emotionally and physically. So perhaps a lot of things have been going on at work. Perhaps you're trying to build up your strength physically, mentally, emotionally. But again, there is this this need to find balance within yourself, because we have the masculine in reverse, the feminine upright, and then we have the 6 of Cups, which symbolizes love and balance. If you've been struggling a lot emotionally, I feel like there's an essence here of needing to push through and start creating or start trying to do something about your circumstances. Don't allow your emotions to drown you to where you feel like you're not capable of doing something. This is saying to rise within your power, to acknowledge your strength, and to find the balance within you, to start taking action towards what it is that you love, what it is that you desire to pursue, what it is that makes you happy. If you have been struggling within a love connection, the only way to really find balance and work things out are if both people who are involved are open to communicating and working things out, talking things through, coming to compromises if needed, and different things of that sort. So if you've been, again, struggling within a connection, regardless of what gender you are in your partner, whoever is in the masculine energy is perhaps, struggling with portraying or conveying their emotions and how they really feel, what they really think, whereas the feminine in this connection may be kind of overly expressing their emotions to where they are, again, kind of making the masculine drown in this energy. So there's a lot of imbalance here. So again, to reiterate, I feel like whatever it is that you're going through, the answer is to seek balance within yourself, within your connection, within your situation, to remember your strength and to work towards what it is that you love, to find the balance between expressing your emotions in healthy ways and taking actions towards what it is that you seek to pursue and what it is that you love and all of that. So if you chose pile 1, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I hope that it resonated and that I hope that it resonated and helped bring some clarity and perspective into your situation. So thank you so much, and I hope that you'll consider joining us in our next reading or our next video. Bye. Alrighty, so alright, hello pile number 2. If you chose pile 2, I just saw 1313. 13 immediately made me think of the death card. If you chose pile 2, this is your reading. I hope that all is well. Let's see what comes through today. Alright, so we have the King of Cults in reverse. Cults in this card, or in this deck, I believe, are pentacles. Yes, cults are pentacles. And then we have Justice upright. King of Pentacles in reverse and Justice. This is interesting. Not very many cards in this deck have a character with a head like this And these cards came out practically side by side, practically. And we see here the same character. For some of you, you may be going through a situation, that financial situation or a legal situation. Your mind has been feeling very overwhelmed. You've been struggling a lot with something. Perhaps it has to do something with kids, with a relationship, with a masculine figure in your life. In reverse, these cloaked figures, these two kind of looked very, phallic to me. So this may be in regards to a masculine figure or certain aspects within yourself. There's instability here. Perhaps somebody's been stressing out about their finances, about their home, about their career, about their relationship. I heard divorce. Trying to find balance in the situation. And trying to see what's going on, trying to understand the situation. Feeling very overwhelmed. I heard brain over brawn. What I'm getting for this is that the answer to your question or for something that you have been going through is to really think about this in a intellectual way rather than in a brute force kind of way. Whatever it is that you're going through, the answer is not to take any definitive, hard, brutal action. I'm seeing this more as to think strategically and to plan ahead. So especially if this is a legal situation, then really have your ducks in a row, get all your paperwork set up, have everything that you need. If you have any proof to help you within this legal matter, then it is time to focus on that. Oh, this is strange. I just noticed this card has like a little, it's missing like a little piece and it's perfectly round. This is the Three of Cups in reverse. So I'll go ahead and pull this card, but I'll go ahead and keep shuffling for another one for you. So that's a little annoying to me. But so the Three of Cups is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This may be a situation in regards to a business partner. Perhaps a business partner has been trying to take more money or something. I feel like this is a very specific message for somebody. This will not pertain to everyone. Or if this is in regards to a friend group or a group of people who work together, there's a lot of difficulty going on here, imbalance, and things are just not working out. These figures kind of give me like clown vibes. Perhaps somebody has been joking around about something, not taking something very seriously. Excuse me. If this is in regards to career or finances, this may be like somebody's kind of just like, let's say if this is school, but think about this whether it's school related or it's business related. I'm getting the feeling here that and then we have the Star in reverse. I have the feeling that this may be kind of like one of those situations where somebody, perhaps you, are really putting in so much effort. If this is a relationship, then perhaps you're the one trying to make things work. Or if this is a situation with children, perhaps your partner makes more financially or something. I'm seeing different scenarios here, but there's just been so much going on in your mind that you've been feeling very overwhelmed. Here with the star in reverse, I see that you're lacking a lot of hope. You're not very hopeful towards the situation if this is a legal situation going on here. Again, what I keep seeing or I keep hearing is brain over brawn. So whatever it is that you're going through, stop talking shit to your partner or whoever it is, your business partner. I think your best bet is to kind of keep to yourself in regards to what your next plans are, and just start collecting all of the information that you need to collect to kind of protect your ass. Any evidence that you have, make sure that you have copies, make sure that you have it saved in very very safe places, so that if your partner, let's say, I just thought of like the whole Johnny Depp thing. So if your partner is fucking crazy and they're trying to frame you or blame you for something that you didn't do, it's very important that you have all your ducks in a row, and that you start to protect yourself. Spend your finances more wisely, and perhaps if you have a separate bank account than your partner or something, then perhaps start saving there. Start considering to, again, I feel like this may have a lot to do with some kind of divorce or something pertaining to kids or something. If you're being framed for something that you didn't do, try to collect as much information as you can. If you can collect video or audio evidence, that would be even better. So like, for example, if your partner is threatening you or something, if you can like capture that as evidence, then that would really help you out in your situation. If they're blatantly trying to frame you for something and they're telling you like, oh well, I'm gonna get you, and they're not even gonna fucking believe you because I'm the woman and I'm this and that, or whatever the case is, that's really disgusting and pathetic. And it's so unfortunate that happens these days. But if that is your situation, really protect your ass. Don't fight with it. Don't be like, oh well, I'm gonna win and I'm this and that. Stop talking shit. Just start protecting yourself. Don't say anything. Whatever evidence you can gather it, and start having that ready in case this is a legal thing. You have to really think about this mind over matter kind of thing, brain over brawn, because if you get physical or if you try to do something like that, things might go overboard and your partner can have that against you. So like, let's say you start yelling at them, and then let's say, for example, your neighbor hears you yelling, but they never hear your partner who's blatantly trying to get you in trouble for something you didn't do. They never hear your partner because they're always talking to you at a softer rate. Don't raise your voice, you know what I mean? Because they might get, I'm seeing a situation where you might be the one that the neighbor hears yelling instead of your partner. Even if your partner is like blackmailing you or trying to do certain things, they might get your neighbor to kind of speak up against you. And even though your neighbor might not know all of the situation, if they're hearing you yelling and they're hearing like a lot of sounds and a lot of different things like that, then they can kind of tip the scales to where it seems like you're the one that's doing different things. So I haven't watched what happened with Johnny Depp and everything. However, I know that his ex-wife is like fucking crazy and was accusing him of like beating her and different things like that, when she was the one that was abusive and manipulative and all of that. So if this is your situation, I'm just kind of feeling called for you to watch the trials and different things like that, so that you can have ideas as to what it is that you need to really save your ass from this situation where somebody's trying to take your money, somebody's trying to take your kids, somebody's trying to blame you for certain things, abuse or neglect or different things like that. If you have, okay, I don't know, I just got this feeling like if you have receipts where you buy your kids, like you're the one that buys the groceries and you're buying your kids stuff, start keeping the receipts, because they'll have like your credit card number and stuff. I don't know, that's a very specific message. I don't know if that really is important, but if this is something that I feel needs to be said, then perhaps it's a message for somebody very, very, very specific. This person's definitely not working with you. I feel like they're working against you, and they may have other people here that also try to join in and take their side. So if you have anybody who knows of your situation, who can have your back and who could kind of like help within the fight for justice, for true justice and everything, then that would be something that I would highly recommend. And above all else, remember, if you're angry or you're upset or something, it's better to brain over brawn. Think more strategically. Don't get yelling, don't get physical, don't fall for it, because I feel like this is a manipulative situation. We see here it is an alien with a heart-shaped face with a big brain, and different people are there like worshiping this head, this floating head. But I feel like this has to do with manipulation. And you're very unhopeful for your situation. If you don't start collecting the evidence that you need now, by the time a trial comes, you're not going to have anything. And unfortunately, if they have more on you, or even if they just have more to say, then you're not going to have much luck. Start collecting as much evidence as you need to start protecting your ass. And don't be manipulative either. Don't fall for it. Just kind of like start distancing yourself emotionally, mentally, and like just in all these different ways. If this person's trying to really bring you down and kind of like drag your name through the mud, anyone who you know who really, really knows you and who works well with you and who can kind of be there to guide you through this, or to be a part of your witness group or different things like that, definitely start thinking about that. Just kind of keep things to yourself more if you really need to. And again, I just really, really, for this justice to be in your favor, you're gonna have to really think mind over matter. I saw 28, like brain over brawn. Start collecting the evidence, start getting what you need, because if you don't, they might have more on you, and it might just be versus your word, and that's not going to win in court. But there's also this message of be hopeful. Despite how uneasy things are, and despite how things feel really, really bad, to say the least, at the moment, I feel like with this star card, it's saying to remain hopeful and just do what you have to do. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Speak the truth. Don't lie, and don't be manipulative, because then you're just stooping to their level, and that's not any better. Speak the truth, be honest, be real, and be hopeful. Okay? If this has to do with healing something in particular, be hopeful that things can be healed if it is something that needs to be healed. And if it's something that needs to end, then it needs to end. I heard, what is it called? It came to my mind, but I don't remember what it's called. A prenup? I heard prenup. So if you got married with somebody and you had a prenup, then good, that will help you in this situation. If you just barely got married, then I would highly consider doing something like that. I don't know what the steps are if you are already married and you didn't sign a prenup. If I would highly recommend doing something like that, despite what your partner thinks, it's to save both of you in the future in case something happens and somebody tries to take all of your hard-earned money for themselves, just because you guys have a joint bank account or something. Be smart about things, think ahead, and plan ahead for the future, and to, again, use your brain over brawn, okay? So that's the message that I'm getting for you. I'm so sorry for what it is that you're going through. If this is a legal situation, seek legal experts, do what you need to do, different things like that. And again, above all else, like, if you have any evidence, start saving it. Start saving in certain ways. If the person that you are going to court against really goes behind your back and kind of like deletes things or like finds certain things, and I would highly recommend putting this evidence, collecting this evidence in a safe way. Or if you have like a if you already know who's going to be representing you in the court, different things like that, then start sending them the evidence as soon as possible so that they can start having a plan on how they're going to help you with your situation. Oh, okay, pile 2. I really hope that whatever it is, that justice will be served, and just remain honest, be honest, don't lie about things, don't make things worse, because then that's going to fall on your ass too. So just be honest, but have as much evidence as you can collect, because that will save you. And again, for some situation, I'm feeling called to mention, like, if you haven't watched that, I haven't watched the whole Johnny Depp trial with his crazy wife, but if you're going through something similar, I would highly recommend watching that, okay? So I wish you the best in your situation, and that justice will prevail, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you'll consider watching the next video, whatever that may be. So thank you. Bye, pile 2. All right. Hello, pile number 3. I hope that all is well. If you picked pile 3, this is your pile. So let's see what comes out today. Pile number 3. Okay. So we have the 10 of curses. Curses in this deck, I believe, are 10 of cups. Yes, 10 of cups. We have the Empress in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Beasts. So this is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this card, when it fell out, it kind of like was gonna flip. I almost put it back, but then it kind of fell out. It was like sideways. Let me go ahead and get one more card for you, actually, because the other two piles had one more card. So 10 of Cups, the Empress in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm really being called to this bad gaze. There's a need for transparency. I feel like you're trying to see if another card wants to come out. I feel like there's something going on in your situation where you're trying to see the truth, you're trying to see past the bullshit, you're trying to get to the root of the problem. There may be a situation here of an unbalanced a feminine energy that is imbalanced. This could be you, it could be somebody that you're dealing with, it could be somebody that you love. Maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with a certain situation. Things have been kind of difficult. Knight of Wands. Perhaps you've been feeling very overwhelmed. This card was in reverse, but it's making me think kind of like strength. And this person is carrying the head of a beast that they defeated. And if you look closely at their helmet, it kind of looks like a heart. It might be very hard to tell. This here, there's like this little pink part that looks like a heart. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I feel like you've been feeling very overwhelmed, and again with this eyeball that's there on the side, like perhaps not seeing eye to eye. There's something that you want to convey, that you want to talk about, something that you want to be transparent about, but you're not sure how somebody's going to take it. Or you might know or feel that this person is going to not be very receptive to what it is that you're going to say. You've been perhaps feeling kind of like a weight on your shoulders, kind of like a struggle to move towards what it is that you feel passionate about. Yeah, I heard like not seeing eye to eye. But at the same time, there's this essence here. It's kind of like as if this is a moon and it's like radiating this energy. Feminine energy can be known to be emotional or intuitive. So I'm feeling here, this is kind of saying like, follow your intuition about a situation that you're going through. Express how you feel. Be transparent with this person. How this person handles it is on them, and that's going to only show you what it is that you need to do next in regards to this situation, depending on how they handle it. Also understand that certain things are difficult, but if you really love somebody and if they really love you, then you guys should be able to communicate and talk about things no matter how difficult the situation is. However, if you did something that you know is wrong, or this person did something that they know is wrong, then I don't think that they really have a say in why they should feel bad about like coming forward, if that makes sense. Like, if you did something wrong, don't expect your partner to like just be okay with it. Understand, admit you're wrong, but be honest about it. And likewise, if this person did something wrong and they can't understand why it made you feel blocked or why it made you feel sad or upset or something, then that doesn't make sense, because like they wouldn't want you to do them wrong, then they shouldn't do you wrong. There needs to be a balance here. Just because people don't see eye to eye on a certain situation doesn't mean that they can't work things out. I sense like there's a lot of fear here. The Ten of Cups is supposed to be a card that's like very happy and very like welcoming, inviting, very loving, nurturing, and kind of like how can I say, a very balanced situation where finances and love, family, career, like all of that is kind of like good. But in this card, I'm seeing here again with this bat creature kind of like giving this person like a ray of light, like the way that they're looking at this person, kind of like destroying them inside, like an x-ray, like they're trying to see through the situation, or you're trying to see through a certain situation, trying to see something for what it really is. Somebody here may be trying to hide aspects of themselves to kind of not have to deal with certain things, but that's not going to help. If the person is intuitive, if this is you who's very intuitive, or this person's very intuitive, whoever it is that has done wrong, the truth will come to light. Whether you like it or not, whether this person likes it or not. If this person is fake, or they're lying, or if you're fake or you're lying about certain things, this person's gonna see through your bullshit. That's what this is saying. And again, I don't think that anybody would deserve to, if you did this person wrong or this person did you wrong, I don't think the other person deserves to have to, how can I say, don't be surprised when this person's upset, okay? No matter how much they love you, however, how much they love you will show, like, of course, you know, depending on the severity of what it is that you did, don't be surprised. But how somebody handles a certain situation will also help you know what to do as the next step. And if this is somebody coming forward to you about something, then you will know how to handle the situation. Again, I'm getting here a lot of not seeing eye to eye. Excuse me. But there's a cycle here. I'm kind of being called to this like little ring part. There's a cycle here of not seeing eye to eye on something. There needs to be a balance so that love can overflow, so that love can overcome whatever challenges that it is that's going on. I like to believe that true love will work through anything. That doesn't mean, you know, we're all human, so that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy or without its challenges or anything like that. And of course, it's okay to disagree on certain things, but agree to disagree. Follow your intuition, follow the guidance that you feel, and remember your strength. If the situation is meant to if you're meant to overcome this certain situation, this person as well, then you guys will work out whatever it is, but there needs to be transparency. If this person asks you something and you lie about it, don't be surprised when they find out your lie and then they end the relationship, or vice versa. That may be, you know, the worst case scenario, but I think you can gather what it is I'm saying. There needs to be transparency here. If you did wrong, then admit it. And if this person did wrong, then they need to admit it. And if not, then like things are not going to work, because there's not going to be balance. You can't have a healthy relationship if somebody is hiding things or lying about things. But also I'm getting here that there's a gaze like somebody is watching too intense. Like their gaze is so intense that it's kind of like burning this person alive. So again, there needs to be a balance in this situation where love can prevail, and there needs to be a healing. Regardless if this is love related or this is within work or whatever the situation is, again, it's important to express how you feel in healthy, balanced ways, and for this person to do the same. We're all human, and certain situations are going to kind of like set us off, but it's important to remember to try to dial that back, try to be as level-headed as we can, and acknowledge when we are projecting or certain situations like that. Let me see if there was one more card that wanted to come through. I just heard like sonic rays. I don't know why. Well, the eyes from this bat emanating from this bat. Okay, so there were 3 cards that came out. I'm gonna focus on the first one, but I'll quickly mention the other ones. So we have the Queen of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Curses. Oh, I'm sorry. Cups are Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, right? Curses, yes. Page of Cups, and then the 5 of Curses in reverse. So the 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to read more into the imagery than the card itself in terms of what card it's representing. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, again, there needs to be balance in a situation in order to have healing and rebirth. Despite not seeing eye to eye, there needs to be a higher understanding. Like, even if you don't see eye to eye on a certain situation, that should be okay. If compromise needs to be a thing, then that needs to happen. If a compromise has already happened and something within that compromise needs to change, then speak up. Again, with the snakes are really standing out to me, and then this pyramid with the eye at the top. As heard like Illuminati. I don't know, maybe somebody really likes to learn about that, like Illuminati or cults or the occult, or what's it called, conspiracy theories or something. It's kind of like these snakes are kind of like talking to her, and her eyes are closed except that one eye. So again, it's kind of like closing your physical eyes and seeing with your intuition, like I mentioned here with this like orb moon kind of thing here. See with your intuition and not your 2 eyes. Speak the truth, but also if there needs to be changes that need to be spoken about, then it needs to be spoken about. The snakes are also making me think of Kundalini energy. It's like they're whispering to her, like they're talking to her. Snakes symbolize change and transformation. Okay, so the Page of Curses, the Page of Cups, what I'm seeing here is somebody might hear something that they don't want to hear. But what matters is not whether they want to hear it or not. What matters is the truth. What matters is what is the truth. Okay, so whether you see eye to eye on a certain situation or not, what matters is the truth. If somebody really loves you, then you can work things out. And if not, if somebody fucked up too bad, then like that's too bad, you know. we live in, we learn. We have to work on being honest with ourselves and with each other. There's like 5 little lines here. 5 is the number of change and transformation, and I was just getting through speaking about change and transformation with the snakes here. So something needs to change. With the 5 of curses in reverse, so the 5 of cups in reverse, this is saying like face your shit. You need to face your shit. This person needs to face their shit. You need to talk about the shit. You need to bring up the shit and talk about it in order to heal it and move forward from it. 5 of cups. It's in reverse, so it's saying acknowledge. There needs to be a moving away from the past and moving away from what doesn't work, what doesn't serve you, what has been spilled over, like the spilled milk, and to face what is there and what is the truth in order to have balance and change. And so both of these feminine energies here, and they're both queens, right? No, one's the empress and one's the queen. Both of these feminine energies have an essence of holding on to something about balance and something about intuition, or like a higher knowing. The snakes are kind of coiled up, making like a circle. There was a circular formation here. So cycles, certain things need to change. People need to be transparent, and people need to, I heard, loosen up. So that's what I'm seeing for you today. Let's see if anything else. True love will face anything together. Things will get difficult sometimes, but the most successful relationships, the relationships that last the longest, are the ones that can talk shit out, face each other face to face, admit the truth, find balance in situations, whether you see eye to eye or not. In the end, what matters is that vicious cycles break, that things change, and that love prevails. There needs to be honesty and openness. There needs to be communication. And again, whether somebody likes or not, you need to speak your truth. Speak your truth, or don't expect somebody to know what your truth is. Like, for example, I'm the type of person, like I tell my partner, like, I'd rather know the truth, even if it hurts me, than for you to lie to me. Don't hide shit from me. I'd rather know than not know. And how can you expect me to know more about you, or how could you expect me to truly understand who you are if you can't even open up about what it is that's important to you, or how you're feeling, or different things like that? So there's something here that somebody might not want to know. Things might work out, things might not, but in the end, things always work out for the best. Whether they work out truly or they don't, things need to come to balance. And if you need to find balance together or separately, then that's what needs to happen. There needs to be transparency, and there needs to be balance. Follow your intuition. Believe in yourself, and true love will prevail. Doesn't mean that there aren't going to be arguments. Doesn't mean things aren't going to get ugly before they get better. But both of you need to face your shit in order to work things out. And if not, then the pile of shit's just going to keep piling up, and then both of you are going to drown in sewage. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing here for you today, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that this message resonated and brought you some clarity and perspective into your situation. I hope that you'll consider joining me in the next reading or the next video that I do. I'm very grateful for all of you who take the time to watch my readings or watch my videos, to take the time to like or subscribe or different things like that. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much. Bye.